That is why you should never mix avocado and persimmon. Ladies, gentlemen, and those not restricted by binary definitions of gender.
Very informative lesson.
Welcome into the Gridge, everybody. We made it.
Wow,
Another time.
We made it into the Gridge.
Absolutely. So, last time we played, you all boarded the ferry, a huge ferry, which won't be confusing at all, headed up to Demarum along the river. Although this was no ordinary boat ride, for you had been invited to participate in a high-stakes three-dragon ante-game for what was billed as a dragon's hoard, containing a plethora of other, gold, gems, magical items, and the headlining sort of draw, an ancient, untranslatable book, even impervious to such spells as comprehend languages.
Why the fuck would I want that? Respectfully.
I mean, you might not want it. You might just be here for the cash,
Here,
that green.
Have a book you can't use.
What if you could be the one to learn to use it, though?
I think we all know that I wouldn't.
That's fair. That Brenda rollover still can't read.
Oh, yeah.
You were introduced to Herspeth, a gnomish, just sort of post-butler guy in charge who acted as the face of the mysterious patron of the game, who has yet been unseen. You were also introduced to the captain of the boat and the captain of the guard, as well as your fellow players, who were... Let me scroll up a little bit. Hagelforth Mountainbreaker, a heir to one of the Demarum crime families.
I was just reading about crime families today.
What?
I was just reading about crime families today. Those motherfuckers are still around, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. Kayla, I forgot you weren't here.
I wasn't. These names are a trip.
You're going to love this next one. The 2-year champion in the Vexnag Gator Racing Circuit, Bimble Snatch. As well as the rather reserved Ember Orkman, and a familiar face introduced by an unfamiliar name, The Rock, who you all recognized as TK Elliott, the drow who had traveled with you on the way to Treasure Falls and been semi a part of your adventures.
Semi a part.
Those names.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Somewhere for me. Do we know the captain and the captain of the guard's name?
Yes. I'll send you the players first, Kayla. I believe it was we had done 2 days of gambling with a rather poor mechanic, which we're going to switch up here to try and make things a bit more engaging. But events that had transpired were Ember had spoken with a couple of you about just, various political unrests, but had otherwise been aloof. At the end of the first night, Bimble had approached Cerberus for some extracurricular gambling, having been a bit low in his own wares.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that was about it so far. Bert, you had heard some whispers about just the mayoral race.
That's right.
Come on, paste. There we go. Sorry, got a lot of names I gotta send.
Well,
oh yes, who could forget the captain of the guard, Norbo Fallywind?
Yeah.
All right. Now that that's all out of the way, it is the dawn of the third day. Breakfast is proceeding without much issue, although you notice a few more members of various sort of entourage with their various parties, namely Hagelforth seems to have the most people with him, one of whom is a much older gentleman, sort of right by him, speaking into his ear quietly, looking more reserved than the other, more loose, but nonetheless intimidating presences around Hagelforth. I'd like everyone to just roll me a perception check, please. We're just going to see, kind of scoping stuff out at breakfast, who might notice what.
What are we doing?
Perception.
That one.
This is... Whoa! This is going to be a great time to pull up the map as well for everybody. So the dining room is room M1. Right there. All right, so we had a nat 20 from Kirog. Cerberus, what did you get?
22.
22. Damn, Bert.
Dirty 20.
Dirty. Fuck off. And
We're
Dorian?
so perceptive this morning.
I rolled a 1.
Except for Dorian.
There we go.
What is your favorite breakfast food?
My favorite breakfast food?
Yeah.
I think it's gotta be... Dorian is probably like a sausage link enjoyer.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They have just like
Wow. I lived here.
the best sausage links you have ever had in your life. You are just back and forth from the like little hot serving window that they have to like more sausage. Just load it up. I'm a big sausage guy. Can't get enough sausage in my mouth.
Oh,
Wow. Say that again.
okay.
So true.
For the
So
rest
true,
of
bestie.
you, I think with the nat 20, Kirog, you notice as you are leaving your room, who's doing a Pokemon?
Nobody.
Max?
Who would do a Pokemon?
Gosh, I wonder who's doing a
Indeed.
Pokemon.
That's such a good thing.
Kirog, you notice the Rock investigating the large, ornate set of double doors leading to room M13, the patron's private quarters. They're poking around, investigating a little bit, and just kind of lingering a lot longer than anyone else had. They kind of cast glances over their shoulder to be like, hey, is anyone watching? They don't notice you. What the rest of you notice more, by the time you reach the dining room, is some whispers amongst. I think it's going to be sort of the thugs that Hagelforth brought as quote unquote protection. Just whispers about a strange boat that's been following them. It's covered, so they can't see who or what it might be carrying, but they've noticed it a few times now.
Oh, no.
And
What
they're
effort could
debating
that
whether or
be?
not they want to go to the captain of the guard about this, as they are of a criminal element. They are loath to trust any kind of authority.
Can a boat just also be on the river? At the
Yeah,
same
like
time?
can a boat just...
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what these paranoid
the water
mafia
goes the same
members
way,
have assumed.
It has been like 3 days and it's right behind us, though, right? So I perhaps see where they're coming from.
Yes.
Well, he's rowing too fast then. He's making
By the way,
conspiracy.
Kirog, you were on entry to the boat, stripped of any weapons
Oh,
and
that's
outwardly
nice.
offensive magical items.
Fuck. Isn't my weapon my spell focus?
That'd be tough. If you did that, that would be tough.
Did I do that? Well.
I've been there, yeah.
Oh no.
It's so
Okay,
tempting.
well, technically, my focus is the Ruby of the War Mage.
That is like magically fused
Right.
into.
I'll have everyone know, though. It's not like I gave that to myself. So,
Right.
it's not my fault. But also, yeah, can't, well,
To be fair, the top floor where the game happens is all like anti-magic anyways. So even if you had a focus, you wouldn't be able to use it.
well. Actually, good. I actually didn't want to.
But yeah, that's where it all sits. Cerberus, you know, you've been gambling for a few days. It's been kind of up and down. How are you feeling about your chances here?
Oh, I feel good. I mean, nothing fucking terrible happened, you know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Could be far
Today-
worse.
Yes. So today is going to be the, I think, halfway point of all of this. So which may become kind of a tipping point. And what we're going to do differently, as everyone, unless you want to follow up on any of the stuff you heard, we can move right into the game. But
I will go. I'm going to go to the I'll be going to the captain of the guard. Thank you.
okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, let's see if we could like communicate with what's this fuck.
I don't want
On
to
the
talk.
boat.
I'm not trying to talk to criminals.
That's fair.
Because then they'll be
Um,
like, hey, I was eavesdropping on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll kill me.
Well, I was gonna say we could talk to
Or
the
did
boat
you-
and also like sneak downstairs. You know.
Ooh, a little sneak could be fun.
What's downstairs?
Store like all of your weapons and armor
oh.
are in storage. The vault is down there. Crew quarters, guard quarters.
I do check in with everyone at breakfast in the morning. Did we still want to steal stuff, or was that?
I mean, shouldn't we just try to win the game? I feel like that's you know.
I mean, yes, but hypothetically, let's say if I don't win the game,
It doesn't seem very nice.
no, it would not be. It would be really bad for my self-esteem. So that's why it's that's why I want to just
I think it would be really funny if we stole stuff. So maybe we should,
For the bit.
I'm
Yeah, exactly.
I love stealing for a bit.
All right. After a rousing conversation that ended about where it began, I think.
I got them to agree. I think.
Yes. So then, do you want to? I mean, we don't have to rush into this. Do we want to take some time to talk about the heist and maybe, while the game is ongoing, you have not seen, every member of all entourages there. So it is not out of place that those of you who are not playing the game would be gone. Your absence would not be noticed from that room should you want to investigate other things, etc. So why don't you guys
promise the boat heist? I want to do a boat heist.
Please. Like I have a big map. I think I'm ready for a boat heist. I think I'm ready for a boat heist. I'm sure you guys will find some way to be like, just kidding.
I think Bert doesn't really like this idea.
Mm-hmm.
He might play a part, but he'd insist on being lookout or something like that. Like, he
Okay.
doesn't wanna be-
Yeah.
You don't want to go full criminal,
No, like you say, he's stolen things in the past, but he's. I think that was he could justify that a little more easily. Whereas this is
Right.
oh, we've lost fair and square. Like if that were to.
Yeah. This is not like it'd be unsportsmanlike to steal this because you're in the game. I gotcha. All right. And for the rest of you, is there any information about the boat? You know, you can just ask stuff. I'll let you know if I think it's like publicly available, if you'd have to go look for it, etc.
Upstairs is the only place with the anti-magic shield.
Correct.
And downstairs is like still guarded by like guards, right? Like the staircase to it.
The staircase is through the kitchen. You see where it says 2B3 right by the horse over there.
Okay.
That is kind of where the downstairs are. You could also try and open up either of the.
Gotcha.
Like,
was that there?
big-
Was that there before?
Yes.
Okay.
There are these big hatches on either like outward deck that were used to lower in, you know, bigger pieces of cargo, etc. So you could try and use those, although that would be tricky.
And then is it like one basement level?
Yes. There's 3 levels: basement, below decks, main decks, top decks.
Are there windows? Are there like portholes on the outside of the ship?
So aside from the like private chambers, there aren't a ton of walls, and especially up top, it is just that like long stretched kind of canvas material that covers it in very organic contours, almost like a shell. On the second floor, there are like slits in it that almost look like gills. And you can see out of those, but there aren't any portholes really.
Okay, so we can't like see into the basement from the outside.
No, it's like the main deck is not so far above water. It's probably, you know, 5-10 feet maybe.
Gotcha.
So it's through the kitchen, you said, right? Like no matter
Correct.
what. Can any one of us pretend to be a chef?
I have a
Can't you
mustache.
turn into animals?
Oh, I could turn into animals. Right.
I'm just. That seems
Such a good,
perhaps,
that's such a good point. Wow.
perhaps easier than going Hitman.
Okay.
Right, like killing a chef, stealing an outfit.
Yeah.
It's like you just turn into a fly. And,
Okay, so I guess like, what do I got? It's an animal arsenal. God, I feel like if I turned into a mouse, they would try to like fucking kill me. You know.
Yeah, I would try to kill you. Yeah.
Yeah.
A mouse would be a little tough.
Yeah.
Maybe a rat.
Am I allowed
You
to
could.
turn?
I'll tell you what. You could
How
probably
would-
get away with like a rat or a mouse below decks,
Yeah, right.
but
Am
up
I
here
allowed
everything is
to-
very clean, pristine. Like they're on the.
Am I
lookout.
allowed
how
to
would
turn
rat
into, like,
be
a
more
bug?
less conspicuous than mouse?
Well, because of Ratatouille.
Right.
Well, I just.
Yeah, I
feel
could
like
go into someone's
you
hat,
hear about
you know.
rats on boats a lot more.
It's
than you hear
just
about
that like
mice.
there's a precedent that rats can be chefs.
Right.
So if they were like
True.
in the
That's
know,
true.
the rat they would actually be like,
I mean,
oh
if
my
you
God, thank
really
God
want to sneak in
Ratatouille is
convincingly, you got to turn into a shrimp.
here. But then you'd have to kill their manager.
But you have to find a jar and then like.
You'd have to
We
kill
have to
their
shake
manager.
it.
I feel like
Yeah.
bug seems like the pretty easy kind of like.
Am I
Bug
allowed,
does
am
seem
I
pretty-
allowed to turn into a bug?
You should
Yeah.
turn into like a crab.
Now, oh, interesting. Do they serve lobster? What if you
Oh,
were
wow,
just
okay.
like,
Yeah,
Actually
yeah.
seeing
Hey,
it
have you
crash
guys
seen
skittered along the floor
Ariel?
of the kitchen.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then what if you get a le poisson? Get fucked up.
Let's see. I'm gonna look up the
Yeah.
lowest
Risk I'm
challenge
willing to
rating
have you
beast.
take.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could just turn into a bug.
This man is about to be a beast.
Yes, and let's use the
Okay.
stats of. I mean, what kind of bug are you turning into here?
Can I just turn into like a fucking like? What's like the bug that people killed like the least? Like a ladybug, maybe?
Sure. Yeah, you can be a
Yeah.
ladybug.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna be a ladybug. Let's use the stats for.
I mean, they don't just have ladybug stats. This game sucks.
Oh, there are stats for a giant fly. We'll use those.
Okay.
Giant fly.
Fat ass.
I don't.
Oh my
I
god,
think
never mind. This thing has
ladybugs are
19 hit
giant.
points. Fuck that.
That's why
I'll
it's
take
giant,
that.
I
I'll
would
take
assume.
that.
A hawk. You're gonna use hawk stats.
Are there not stats for like just a fly?
I don't think
Yeah,
so. I
like
didn't
a
see
regular fly. You have to be a giant fly.
Non-giant fly.
Damn.
Average
I don't know.
fly.
Maybe I could,
Yes.
I could just scare everybody out of the kitchen.
them. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So why don't you use the hawk stat block, and instead of talons, we'll say it's like I don't know, a little bite.
Okay, but I'm still the size of a ladybug, right?
Yes, you are a
Okay.
ladybug for sure. Okay, you
I
turn
have
into
a-
a ladybug.
I have a non-heist related question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've decided that it would be a bad idea to talk to the captain of the guard or the criminals because I don't want them to think anything. If I told them, like, hey, that's my boat, don't worry, there's a dragon in there. And then if there's a heist, they'll be like, you know who I bet did this heist?
You know who
People
brought a
don't
conveniently
fucking
sized large
drag.
boat?
So instead, is there any way I can talk to what's his face?
Hmm.
Like, shouldn't I be able to do the mind thing with him?
Oh,
Yes. Yeah, you
Hagel
can.
for it?
Okay, I would like to tell him, like, you're bad at like.
Yo, hey, Kirog, what's up?
Hey, you're doing great back there.
I'm waving. Can you see me? I'm waving.
Hey, don't do that.
Oh.
You're doing great. However, a little too good on the following because people in the boat are starting to be like, hey, there's a boat following us.
Oh. So, like, I couldn't, like, it's far away, so I couldn't. I thought you were, like, looking at me, so I waved earlier. But that wasn't you that saw me.
So don't wave at anyone.
Okay.
And also,
Right.
like, be farther away.
Wait, can you say that second one again? I was still writing the first one down.
Be farther away.
Be farther away. Okay.
Or, like, you don't really, like, find a map for where Demarum is and, like, you don't have to follow. You know what I mean? Like, you just need
Whoa.
to get.
Oh,
where
shit. I
we're
could race
going.
you guys.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay. No racing.
No.
Cool.
So if you could just not be noticeable.
Hey, no, don't eat that. No. Down.
Oh.
Okay, it's fine. You almost ate all of my rations, but
Well,
we're
that's
chill now.
You know what? That's character building. But anyway, so just chill out.
Okay. I didn't want, in case you were in trouble, I wanted to be here.
Now
to help,
that's
like, build
thank
you.
you. That's good instinct. But wait until I tell you to do that.
Okay. Cool. Don't follow instincts.
Actually, yes. Perfect.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Peace out,
Okay, bye.
Boy Scout.
Nope.
And then he, the halo whoop, disappears behind you again.
That's actually perfect. I don't want him following any instinct he's ever had.
Yeah.
Ever, actually. So that's perfect.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, you have sorted that. He will not be following from so close a distance as to be noticed anymore.
Okay.
Nicely done.
That's all.
All right,
Back to your heist.
Mr. Ladybug Man.
Yeah.
Well, we're not doing the heist yet, are we?
I don't know.
I thought this
We
was more
probably should
planning
plan
stages,
first, huh?
right? This
Yeah.
is like planning stages. Plus, we should
Yes.
play the game to see if we even win, right?
Right.
Fair.
We should
Okay,
like plan it.
so
I'm
yeah,
gonna
let's-
hold off
let's-
on the ladybug then.
We should
All right.
plan it to happen like right after the game concludes, so that way we know if we even need to do it or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right.
true.
Yeah.
Because like,
Yeah.
how the fuck would we steal it in the middle of the goddamn?
Yeah. Well, I guess
Where are we gonna go? We're
I guess
on
we
the
could
boat.
steal it like while they're like transferring it to the person who wins, unless that person is me. In that case,
Right.
Do we know what is the prize? Just a bunch of gold.
I guess we could scout it out. I guess we could ladybug scout it out now.
the dragon's whore.
Uh-huh.
Right.
a dragon's hoard. So it has, a bunch of gold, gems,
The dragon's hoard. Well, good for them.
magical items, and then that weird. Book.
How are we gonna get this off the boat?
It was appraised at before magical items, 15,000 gold pieces.
Damn, mom.
We're gonna get it off the boat.
I would like to have it.
Okay, oh yeah, we're gonna get off the boat. Yeah.
Okay, so would it all fit in a bag of holding?
What if we also steal the
Maybe.
boat?
I mean, sir, I think all the.
Oh.
We kick everyone off the boat.
Oh, it's our boat now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the captain now.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely wouldn't get caught. For sure.
No.
Okay, we're doing some googling.
I don't see why it couldn't all go in the bag of holding.
I don't know. Somebody turn on encumberment on your character sheet and
No.
click the button for coin weight.
MF said encumberment.
I thought I had a bag of holding. Didn't one of us have a bag of holding?
A bag of holding can hold up to 500 pounds.
So,
Where's the encumbrance button?
okay, maybe I don't even have one, so maybe we're fine. I could have swore I had.
Weight carried. I have 103 pounds currently.
Okay, now give yourself 5,000.
5,000 coins. Is that what
50 coins weigh a pound.
Okay.
So
Why
15.
not even have a bag of holding?
So like
I don't even have one. Does anyone have one?
The bag of
I thought that was one of your magical items.
I could have sworn it, but I don't see it anywhere.
300 pounds of
Oof.
gold.
Okay, so if we have a bag of
So
holding,
if you have a bag of holding,
maybe I think I have a different character. I was so positive I have one. Sure, I did. No.
Holy shit.
what's that, Max?
Fuck, it's my other character.
No.
What if
That
I
is-
just said I
That's
did?
Off.
At least as of this very moment, Across the Spider-Verse is #1 on Letterboxd.
Good for her.
Let's go.
Like ever.
Like, in terms of, like, the rating, yeah.
Yeah.
So no one
As-
has a bag of holding.
No. Oh.
Fuck.
Does not seem that way.
Is there one I could? Could I find one on this boat somehow?
We could
You could-
maybe
you
just
could-
pick and choose, right?
Certainly keep an eye out. Or yes, as Max said, you could scope it out and see what you want, take as much gold as you can carry, etc.
Okay, but if we had a bag of holding, we wouldn't have to choose.
Yeah, what if we want all
And
of
we
it,
would
though?
be so rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep an eye out.
Again, I think we just steal the boat. You know.
Mm, I feel like they're gonna know who did it if we steal the boat.
Well, not if we wear disguises.
Hmm.
To be fair, he has maybe the best disguise, turning
It's true.
into most animals.
Most animals.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, a fucking bear came up and mutinied everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
There's this crazy bear pirate.
Oh, yeah.
Spells of note that I have that can help with things. Major image and invisibility both seem useful here.
Okay,
Just
good to know.
right, because like invisibility could mean if like we need someone else that's not a bug, right? That could be-
Absolutely, yeah. No, that's a good idea to look through those spells.
I have passed without trace as well. So.
I can't do
Huge.
spells.
That one's tough, Kira.
Fail.
You could, yeah, I think you could still do like your
I can channel divinities.
channel
still,
divinities, yeah.
And I guess because that's a different amulet, but anything else I do think I'm fine.
you can do anything related to your like species. So any spells you might get there, or other sort of magics. But yes, any paladin spells you cannot cast
Cool.
until
I don't think I have
such
any
time as
spells
you're
that are helpful,
okay.
but I do have Phantom Steed if you guys want a horse to show up.
Oh shit!
Hmm.
I mean, it's good distraction. There's suddenly
Yeah.
just a horse.
Yeah,
on
there's
the
just a
boat.
fucking horse here. Damn. All right. Okay. So we got a handful of spells. We have identified our first kind of snag, which is where do we go with it? How do we get it out of here? What's the plan for that? I think there was some good discussion ongoing that ended up getting a bit sidetracked.
Yeah, we should definitely scope out at least maybe what it is before we do it.
Okay.
And then if we are to do it, and then also, yeah, we need some sort of escape delivery kind of thing, right? We'd have to wait to do it. Presumably, do we know if the tournament wraps up kind of right around as we're reaching tomorrow?
The trip is planned for 8 days. The game is supposed to last 6 with sort of a mid. Like after today, there's going to be a break. So it's 3 days of playing, a break, 3 days, and then 1 day left before you arrive in tomorrow.
Okay.
How
Do
are
they
we
give the
gonna-
prize right at the end of the game, or? But I guess the other person can't remove it from the boat before we. land
Right,
anyway.
right, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So if someone else did win it, we could steal it from them.
Yes.
yeah, that feels more rude, but
Oh yeah, I mean, just saying if we miss
Well,
our
it's
first
actually, if
opportunity.
you kind of think about it, it's less rude because you're stealing it from one person versus stealing it from everybody before someone has won it.
Yeah.
How are we like not okay? Even if we stole it without anyone seeing us steal it, though, like they're gonna be like, there's only so many people on the boat,
Right.
you know?
maybe there's something in there that would help us steal it.
That's true.
Like that's kind of risky, or like depending on, right? You know, but that's why we check it out first. That's why we do
Yeah.
the reconnaissance.
I guess, yeah. Maybe let's
Are we
just,
able to see if like anybody else has like a bag of holding?
Make this will be a perception check because you can't like go up and like frisk people, but you can
Yeah,
keep
or
an eye
even
out.
like within the weapons that are stored or something like that.
That you don't have access to that room. You would have to go down and look.
Well, I got a 25, so
I think you saw as people were getting, patted down on the way in, that. Oh fuck. I mean, yeah, one of the people with Hagelforth had a bag of holding.
okay. All right. So we steal it from that guy.
Yeah. I mean, so it did get confiscated because he would not reveal what was inside and such. They were like, well, you might have like weapons and shit in here. You don't get to have this.
so it's locked up with the weapons.
Correct.
Ugh.
Okay.
All right. So it sounds like step one is you want to scope some stuff out.
Yeah. Although if Jake is our player and our scoper, we need to make sure we time.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that
was
makes
about
it
to say-
difficult. We can't use Jake. Okay, I guess we have to make sure we're not doing it during a playtime. Which
Yeah.
is
Well, plus we have a break the next day or 2-day break.
yeah.
So
But this means-
1 day break.
Okay. We'd probably have to steal on the last day. I guess was probably makes
just-
sense anyway.
oh, I see. Well, we can at least have Jake scope it out now.
Yeah.
Well, I think,
Let Jake scope.
I want to real quick hop into the day's gameplay. Just because, I think what happened was in the morning you were like, yeah, we're all on board to kind of do a heist. You discussed it for a while, and then it's time to go upstairs for the afternoon. And with Cerberus being your sneak guy, you have to wait a little bit. So, Cerberus,
Mhm.
we're going to play things a little bit different today. You're going to roll 3 dice, 3 d20s.
Okay.
I'm going to roll 1. You want to have, the more above my roll that you have, the better. And
Okay.
to stand in for the rest of the players, I would like. Oh, Kayla left.
Wow.
Kayla says, "Fuck off."
Kayla
with
says,
this
"Nope."
nerd
I ain't
bullshit.
I ain't gambling.
I'm gonna have the rest of you
Kayla
guys
has
roll.
the best
Ooh,
morals.
okay.
So Bert, if
Wow.
you could roll 3, and Dorian, if you could roll 3,
3
we'll
what?
say
Mhm.
Bert 3
D20s.
d20s.
3 d20s.
Bert, I'll have you do it twice for Hagelforth and the Rock, and Dorian will have you stand in for Ember and Bimble.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll my 1. Okay. Cerberus.
Nat 20 on the first one.
Whoa.
It's just we're not adding anything to it, right? We're just
Nope. Just a straight.
Okay, a 9.
Okay.
And then a 10.
Okay. Max. And Riza, if you want to roll yours at the same time here so I can just get the numbers, that'd be great.
I'm giving you totals.
Give me all 3 numbers individually.
7,
Okay.
11,
Okay.
15.
Okay.
I have
Uh,
9, 14, 15.
Okay. And if you guys want to do that one more time for me for the other person you represent, and then we'll get to the exciting.
Nice trick, Kayla. Fucking getting out and having to do other things.
Gotcha.
Precision timing.
All right, Bert.
8, 10, 18.
Wowza. All right, and Dorian.
10, 13, 1.
Wow. So
Yeah.
the only person who lost anything was Bimble. I rolled a 2. So at the end of the day, I think especially you, Cerberus, are feeling pretty good from the proceeding. That Nat 20 will say, had some effect. You're doing a little bit better than everyone else. You're really hitting your stride, getting the vibe of the game.
Wow.
Bimble was doing the
This
exact
gambling stuff
opposite,
is
pretty
fun.
much. It's, getting very nervous towards the end of the day. But that concludes the gambling that day. So, nighttime approaches. As darkness sets, all of the lights kind of dim around the boat to more of a kind of moody, dim setting, just to not disrupt any visibility as people walk around at night, stumbling to hither and yon, etc. Is there anything you guys would like to do, or are we just going to go to bed and kind of play the game, skip to the big daybreak?
Are we holding off on the scoping until
We
later?
can hold off on the scoping.
All right. That's
Okay.
fine. I'll listen to Bert. He's the man in charge here.
Oh, I don't want to be in charge. I'm the man who hates...
How did the guy who
No,
doesn't want to do the heist?
This heist is entirely his idea. and-
No!
No.
Oh, you've become the
This is
fall
what
guy.
Max gets for being too vocal. He's...
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Max. Bert, very reserved, quiet. But Max, he wants to do a fucking heist, He gets it.
He gets it. This man gets crime. You heard it here first. Max Clark, he likes crime.
Good. So, Another night passes. Bert, I will say this is now the third night in a row you have had some trouble sleeping.
Oh.
You
Little
awake
insomniac over here.
several times in the middle of the night, feeling like somebody was whispering just beyond what you could hear intelligibly. But there is nothing around you when you wake up. And eventually you do find sleep again. So that's just some weird shit that's been going on.
Okay.
As morning rises, I would like once again perception checks as everyone gathers for breakfast, mills about. If any of you guys would like to try and be somewhere to see something in particular, we can try and set that up within reason as well. But Cerberus, give me a perception check, please.
I believe that is a dirty 20. Yes.
Okay. Kirog, can I get one, please?
I'm muted. Haha, 19.
Boomer. 19. Okay. Bert, perception. And Dorian, you're on deck.
That is a 13.
Okay. What'd you
I
get,
got a
Dorian?
23.
A 23. There was no
23.
sausage this morning, so you said, all right, I'm going to pay attention.
Wait, what is, real quick, what is
Yeah.
Sabaka been eating? Are there like rats?
was
Like we mentioned there being
wrong.
rats aboard. Has he seen any, or does he have to like go fly ashore and come back?
I think he just flies off to one of the banks, gets some
Okay.
I mean, I think fish for sure are a big one.
Okay,
Um,
fucking saucy little guy.
Oh, yeah. It's like a little weird to see him be so wild because he's a city bird, but he is taken to it quite ferociously.
Well,
I think with a 23, what you're going to get as sort of the highest one here, Dorian, is something you've begun to notice over the last couple days. And now that you are fully intending on a heist and beginning to plan, you have had an eye and kind of clock the guard rotation numbers. So there are 3 groups of 3 guards. You've seen all their different faces. It's variable whether or not the captain is with them when they are on patrol, but there are always 3 guards just kind of patrolling the main deck and the top deck. You have not seen any more than 4 at a time. Presumably, several are guarding the vault and several are sleeping. Cerberus.
Okay. So there's 3 groups.
Uh-huh.
There are 10 total guards,
3.
including the captain. 3 groups.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me scroll back to my rumors over here. I think there's not a ton of very exciting gossip around the table. You do, however, hear Bimble trying to engage in conversation with Hagelforth, trying to convince him to strike up a bet about how many times Herspeth goes into the patron's chambers. The conversation is like, that guy goes in there like a lot. It's weird. Hagelforth doesn't seem to be buying into it, but you notice the familiar tactic from Bimble of trying to get other people to gamble outside of the game so that he has a bit more resources to play.
Classic Bimble.
Again.
He's a real Bimbler.
So wait, who was going where? Who's going where a lot?
The host, Herspeth, has been going in and out of the patrons' chambers quite a bit.
Hmm.
But
But what if
As-
what if we befriended some of the guards?
yeah, you want to talk to some of them?
Oh, well, what were you gonna say first, Perry? Hold on.
I was going to take us into the break for a bit rather than having us roll 100 dice.
Oh,
the second
okay.
time
Yeah,
5
let's do the
minutes.
break first, and then we'll.
Okay, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get funky fresh with some of the guards. All right,
Cool.
Sounds good.
we'll be back. We'll call it 8:05.
Okay.
Welcome back, gamers. We are right back. We've come right back. And we'll continue to be back as we find ourselves. Boom. Let's go. This one sounds good. So, Cerberus, you
Yes.
want to talk to some of the guards.
I do.
You see, let's say, a tall, slender-looking hobgoblin
Me.
patrolling around the starboard deck. It's the middle of the day.
Which way starboard again? I forget. It's been a while since
Handy
I've taken a
dandy
boating
code
class. Okay.
On the side, M3.
Okay.
Is the starboard deck.
Thank you.
Okay, I had to Google it like 100 times to make sure I got it right.
Did you guys have to do boating classes in middle school?
No, I wish.
God, I think Jake has mentioned this before, and every time he does, it's
No.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Boat-
no, we
yeah,
literally.
No, hang on. Everything's on pause. Tell us about boating.
No, we literally, as part of our physical education class in middle school, we had to do a fucking boating exam.
Damn. Whoa, just like SpongeBob.
Yeah, and I did the best on it, so I got to go drive a boat for one day.
That's kind of nice though, because
I
like
know.
if you wanted a boating license, wouldn't you be like ready?
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I grew up
exactly.
with a lot of like family friends that had boating license,
Yeah.
and it was like a whole ordeal to do the class and like take it. So honestly, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's just wild that you're making like 13-year-olds do this a little bit. But like,
I mean,
Weird-
that's
weird
like
that
when
comes
people are
before
trying to get
getting
a
a-
boating license.
Weird that comes
Yeah.
before a driver's license.
yeah, that's
mean,
why every
there's,
time
like,
it's like I don't understand.
Less
I
going
thought that
on.
was just a thing.
I
that
don't
the Michigan
understand.
curriculum did, but apparently not.
I wish, man. I wish.
No.
Anyways, you
Anyway,
see the tall,
That's
slender
crazy.
hobgoblin. The
Yeah.
guards all have on like dark blue leather armor with a few accents of gold kind of inlaid throughout,
yeah,
and one, or not gold, silver, and one silver pauldron with dragon's claw on it.
okay. Are they eating breakfast?
No.
Okay.
They're on patrol.
I go up to them and I'm like, hey there, fellas, do you want any food from over there?
No, I'm okay. I just ate. I'm good.
Oh, do you guys have like special like guard food, or do you eat like the same?
Yeah. I can tell you're pretty impressed by my physique. So, I won't give away all my secrets, but it does start with 12 quail eggs. Right down there.
Well,
Yep.
Wow.
Gotta be
The smallest of the edible eggs. I'll
That's why
point
that's
out.
why you got to do 12 shells and all, right down there. Just kind of
Yeah,
lean
that's-
back and open her up.
that's impressive. I've only ever heard of people doing 11.
I know. What can I say? I'm a pretty impressive guy.
Yeah,
Holds up an arm to flex, and it's like smaller than yours.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
gang.
What's your name, feller? I'm Cerberus Greaves.
Yeah, I'm Brock.
All right, Brock. How long you been in
The
this
sea's
job?
not where you think. My name's Brock.
Like-
Like if you were trying to like put it in an address book later, the sea's not where you think it is.
Oh, I thought you were just making like a reference because we're on like the water and stuff like that. But I understand now.
We're in a river, dude.
Yeah, but it eventually leads to like the ocean.
Is that where rivers go? Shit,
Yeah,
dude. That's like a really long river.
yeah. It could probably go. I forget. I think this one just goes through the whole continent.
Yeah. Anyways, I gotta keep patrolling. So was there like something you were worried about? Someone doing something fishy?
Oh, I just wanted to see how you were doing. Do you do anything when you're not on patrol?
I mean, obviously, I work out. You can tell, and that's
yeah,
pretty
of
much
course.
You know.
Besides
it's work.
that was
It's kind of
implied.
work, gym,
Yeah.
sleep is sort of the grind.
All right.
100% on that grind set. You know, day in day
Where
out.
is there like a gym on this boat somewhere? Or...
There's not supposed to. I gotta go.
All right, well,
But stay.
I just
safe,
wanted to let you know
citizen.
I'm a workout enthusiast. So if you got a spot you wanted to show off somewhere, whether that's below deck, whether that's above deck, whatever, just let me know. I'd love to see what you're working with.
I'm gonna need a deception check.
Okay.
He looks you up and down when you say you're a workout enthusiast, and he's like,
Wait, but his arms are bigger than Brock's.
"Yeah." Brock's doing an insight check.
A deception check, you said?
Tell you what, it don't matter.
Why?
Because he got a 1.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a 21 anyway, so.
Fuck. I think. Shit. He's like, yeah. Listen, you're one of the players, right? So you're not going to be around this afternoon.
I mean, I got friends who might be. They also
Are they also like sick iron heads?
Yeah, absolutely. That's where we all travel. That's why we all travel together. You know, my one friend Bert, he's part of like an Iron Heads like coalition. He's like in charge of those guys. So we call it a union.
Oh shit! Sick, like a club.
Yeah, exactly. Club.
Okay,
yeah.
Ironheads Coalition is a pretty sick phrase, though.
It does kick ass. Maybe might be a new faction popping up in the game. I gotta get comfortable. All right. Oh, also, it's the first time we've played Gridge this month. Happy Pride.
Yeah.
Shout out to gay people.
Absolutely.
True.
Okay, so you give him Bert's name, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll
Oh god.
I'll show him around," and then he can kind of tell you if you want.
Cerberus definitely like treats Bert as like his best fucking friend in the world.
Aww, cute.
Whether Bert reciprocates that or not, it's like
Bert definitely
whether
likes
Bert
Cerberus.
wants
I don't
any
know.
part of this crime, he is now being drafted.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, unless anyone else wants to do something this morning, I think what we'll do is play out the day's gambling and then revisit Bert and Brock
Oh, God.
getting hot and heavy.
Is Cerberus gonna get the chance to bring this up?
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. He certainly comes in, like, tells you.
Oh yeah. All right.
It's-
But what if he
well.
doesn't? Wouldn't that be fun?
That's
too?
true.
Yeah.
Cerberus, do you tell Bert?
Yeah. I mean, I think they saw me talking.
Yeah,
to him,
you
so I'm
you,
kinda
you got, like, this conversation kind of happens at breakfast. There's, like, an hour or so of just milling about. Like, it's a very
I
nebulous
think
kind
that
of
really well.
morning, you know?
I think that went really well. I think we're kind of really close friends now. He mentioned something about wanting to join the union, Bert. So you may need to talk to him about that later, and maybe lift some weights with him a little bit.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, now Bert's like, "Ooh, I could unionize the
A
guards." Are you
union?
kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn, that's funny.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh my
That
god,
could
he's
be
already
a
coming
really-
up with like
that could be a really
Working out.
good tactic to get them to like stop
Yeah.
being so good at their jobs or to
Yeah.
like leave the vault alone.
we
for
get
a
them
little
on
bit.
strike so that we could get into the
Well, it seems like if there's 3 groups of 3, and they're always
Yeah.
patrolling the top main and the vault, right? They
Oh,
are
yeah.
working
No,
around.
so
the
3,
clock.
Kayla, 3 of them are kind of split between the top and the main.
Okay, but what are their hours like? They can't be like union friendly hours.
They work, best you can tell, 8-hour shifts.
I'll be
Too
the judge of
Too
that.
long.
So 8 hours on, 16 off. Or no. But regardless, the math works out. Don't worry.
Ah,
I think it's a worthwhile strategy.
Yeah.
Get them to strike. Yeah.
Okay, now I kind of really want him to get on strike on the last day, and that's when we hit.
Okay.
Okay. That's a fun in. All right. I've got an angle now for when I'm talking to this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
First, we're gonna play again.
Wow, Kayla left again.
Holy shit!
As soon as we're about to gamble.
I didn't even fucking. That's so funny.
She says, "I will not be rolling more dice
She
than I'm
said,
required to."
"Absolutely not." All right. So Cerberus, I need 3 from you, and Bert and Dorian, are we gonna need 6? All right.
okay.
Cerberus, what'd you get?
First one was a 16. Then it was a 2.
Okay.
Then it was a 13.
Okay. Max, can I get your numbers?
So first set here, right? We got 5, 11, 13.
Okay.
And then second set 8, 15, 19.
Okay. And Dorian, what'd you get?
I got 2, 2, 13 for the first one,
Okay.
and then 2, 3, 20 for the next one.
Wow. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
I really
This-
love listen because I left when
Yeah.
the new
Yeah.
rules were explained.
Yeah.
First of all, wasn't here last week or last time. Second of all, was out of the room when the new rules were explained.
Yeah.
So I love hearing all of these numbers and people being like, "Oh, yeah."
I don't know that Perry actually explained the new rules to us. I think we've just been told to roll. And that's
Oh,
it.
okay.
I did tell Jake. So I roll
Yeah.
1 die. Every player rolls 3. The more you have higher than mine, the better.
Okay.
And this is less tracking how much like betting people are doing and more of an overall kind of like desperation meter to see how close people are to
Yeah.
losing, how bad they're feeling that day, etc. Because, I think the more interesting thing about this is what people might do outside of the game to get an edge up.
I want to, well, I'll do this tomorrow at breakfast, actually.
Okay. And tomorrow is going to be the break. So, Hagelforth lost all 3. So,
Damn.
bad vibes. The Rock got 2 out of 3, as did nobody else. So the Rock won the day for sure.
Damn.
Ember also got 0 out of 3, so that was tough. Bimble was losing for a while, but then had a really big win at the end, so he's kind of cruising. That nat 20 at the end is making him feel real good.
What did you roll, Perry?
A 14.
Oh.
So you also only won a little
2.
bit.
Oh,
It
just
wasn't the
1.
worst.
That's
You
just
win
1.
1.
Yeah.
Overall,
Mhm.
especially now that we're like at the midpoint, like
Yeah.
what do you know? Like, what are the ranking? Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, I would say at the top of the pile is probably the Rock is doing best, then Cerberus, and then Hagelforth, Ember, and Bimble. Bimble has been on the bottom a lot. Ember was kind of flying under the radar for most of it, had a really tough day today. The Rock has been doing pretty consistently good, as has Cerberus, and Hagelforth has been kind of up and down. But in the meantime, Bert is not there. Because Bert, this hobgoblin comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, man, heard you're a real ironhead."
Oh boy.
Just think of the Union. Think of the Union.
Yeah, I heard you might have heard that.
Kirov definitely gave him like a pep talk earlier. Like, listen, man,
Yeah, Bert was like, "I don't want to fucking do this."
this sounds like a real fool, but think of the good that can come from your Union.
Use this tool to craft
Union.
A Union.
a union. So he leads you downstairs. You get a few weird looks from some of the cooks. And why don't you make an insight check for me?
Why don't I? I think that's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. With a dirty 20, you notice that Brock is a bit flighty here. Head is very much on a swivel, and there's a few times he like holds you back when you see a guard pass. So you get the vibe he didn't like get this authorized or anything. He's kind of sneaking you downstairs because he's very excited to show off his gym. So we'll show. So these are the quote unquote publicly accessible areas in the basement. Yeah, the engine room in the back, a couple huge storage areas, crew quarters, and then those 3 blank rooms are the guard room and armory, the barracks, and the vault. You see, you go down the stairs and kind of see Brock, poking his head around, and the kind of thrumming of the engine is a lot louder down here, more pervasive. They did not take as much care to silence it as they did above. And he leads you into B2, that storage room at the top there. And you see a number of crates and barrels creating a sort of false wall that he slips behind. And you see, an improvised gym with some, grain storage bags tied to a broomstick, like a pulley system to do arm shit, and just like the most, cobbled together weird little gym, and he is just beaming as he shows it to you. Yeah, so this is where the Ironheads sort of pump it up.
Wow, how many? Are there a couple of you on here?
Yeah, there's a few other guys. None of them are as big as me, obviously.
Of course,
but
of course.
they come in here. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see Dinglebutt in here.
Yeah, for sure. I am always surprised.
Dinglebutt is always cranking it. Max, make an investigation check for me.
That feel when Dinglebutt is cranking it.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. 4.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's tough. He gives you some allowance to kind of, look around. He's a bit distracted, keeping watch to make sure nobody else comes in here. And you look around the exercise equipment. Unfortunately, the only really strange thing you're able to notice is a few of them actually have like metal bars and not like broomsticks they're attached to. But the weights have been stuck on the ends in a way that you can't see like what this would be used for, if that makes sense. What you do notice is that there's just like a pretty hefty covering of grain all over the floor, as if somebody had emptied out a lot of these heavier bags so that they could move more easily in all the equipment. But yeah, I think that's what you get on an investigation, and then he goes on about the routine. So anything you want to say to him, or if you want to try and sneak off, etc., now's the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I kind of keep talking to him about how many people use it, asking curious about that, and then I try to do a little bit of like, oh, how's being a guard?
So he tells you that there's 4 other of the guards who will use this secret gym.
For a total of 5, or was that counting Taylor?
4 total.
4 total.
3 other guards. You have to keep it a secret from the captain. He doesn't know about it. But
captain. Bad at his job if he doesn't know there's a secret gym in his own storage room.
His introduction was kind of bumbling idiot sort of vibes, big mall cop energy.
Ooh.
Brock says to you, yeah, I mean, being a guard is fine and all, but it's just really tough because when I want to get my pump on, I have to either sneak away, which I don't want to do, or I have to give up on some sleep. Like, they got us working all the time.
Oh, that's rough. That's not, I feel like, there's other places where you probably, have time to pump it iron. Yeah, I think a better workplace environment would let you do that.
Like, when we all signed on for this job, they said there were going to be 20 guards, and then they only brought 10.
Oh, okay.
And we're like,
Bert is taking notes. Bert.
Tiny notebook.
This is a 20 guard job, easy, but they only brought 10 of us. And we're like, we can't do this with only 10 people. They're like,
do I have
listen, it's been like a tough time in the guard industry. We're facing a lot of challenges hiring. So you're going to have to make it work with the people you have,
Yeah. And so I actually have spell paper and ink that I think I'm using here, so I'm getting this all down.
I mean, you can have paper and
okay.
You're basically in a hotel. Like, there's some a pad with the stationery kind of shit.
Not the hotel
there'd be 20 guards, you said?
There were supposed to be.
Yeah.
When they pitched this job to the boys, we're not all boys. I'm trying to work on that. To us guards, we were like, oh, so there's gonna be like a lot of people here, kind of helping out because you want 3 people on the vault, 24/7. You want 3 people upstairs covering 3 people on 2 floors. That's a lot of work, especially if you're coming off the vault. And then 3 people get to sleep. Like, that's a tight team.
So you're saying 3 people covering 2 floors, so there's 3 guards who are covering the top deck and the middle deck?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
They kind of split and rotate around. There's not like a set patrol route, but it's also like a boat. So
yeah. What did my friend tell you about my coalition?
Well, he just said that you're in like a cool like lifting club.
We are lifting people up.
Whoa, dude! You can lift a whole person.
We can lift a whole.
Are we talking like gnome, or are we talking like Dragon Ball?
It could be anybody.
You can lift anybody.
That's right.
If you believe.
We can lift a whole class of people.
Oh my God. I gotta get in on this training regimen, man.
Right. We sort of, we're looking out for each other's bodies, and we're looking out for each other's, wallets too. It's sort of,
do you get like discounted memberships?
There's memberships, but we also try to make sure everyone's, kind of living better professional lives too, right?
Oh shit! So like, if someone wins, like a bodybuilding competition, everyone kind of gets.
Right, exactly. There was a whole team of them who sort of, helped get them there.
Oh shit! Whoa! That rules.
I'd like to point out nothing. Nothing.
Nothing you've said has been untrue.
Nothing has been untrue.
Your Honor.
All right. He has, we'll say, I want you to do persuasion here, Bert. And he's going to roll just a wisdom check. He has a -4 in wisdom.
Really?
Wow.
How is he conscious?
I'm shocked by this news.
I forgot that's okay. It's a 0 on his stat block, but this, like, listen to this dude. He's
Here
stupid
I
as
was
hell.
thinking this was the wisest NPC we'd ever met, and blindsided.
This is like.
Okay,
Wow.
all right. No, so
Sorry.
it's 0 then, but he'll roll with disadvantage.
No. That's
No,
not,
you said it.
It could be a negative. It could be negative, but I feel like -4 is approaching like comatose levels of wisdom.
It's
Once
a 0
again,
and he
have
rolls
you
with disadvantage.
heard him?
All right,
Damn.
give me that persuasion.
Give me that persuasion.
Roll to union.
So 26.
Whoa, baby.
Yeah, you know what? This is a really good plan. And I was honestly, I thought for a second when I saw the die, it wasn't going to work. And I had like a escape plan. But your 26 does just squeak past his 4.
Wow.
So
Thank God.
he's like, yeah, the Ironheads Coalition. We're going to have to think about that.
Tell him he can start his own chapter. Tell him he can start his own chapter.
I think it was probably
always,
made clear
yeah,
that, like,
always
you are in a
looking to
different group.
expand.
This is what he could start on his own.
MLMs.
Kind of.
Wait. Are MLMs here?
What
It's like an
MLM?
anti-union.
Which to consider.
It's like pretty explicitly an anti-union.
Yeah.
Everyone is
No.
exploiting the people beneath them.
I don't know.
Kayla's like, a union is when you join a group.
Yeah, is that not? Yes.
But yeah, all right. So you have planted the seed of them going on strike. I think it's going to take a bit more, pushing, twisting,
Yeah,
convincing,
no,
but
that's-
you have started the process.
Oh yeah, this is good. This
You
is
definitely
good. I love
carry
Bert.
like
You're
counter
welcome.
strike pamphlets, right?
Yeah.
Bert definitely carries like
I
I
think
think
he
he's got
has
some
given out pamphlets
materials.
before.
I
Yeah.
think he's got some materials.
yeah.
I love Bert. I just gotta say that.
Bert's quite
very,
good.
very good character idea. Good job, Max.
All right. We cut back to all of you kind of rejoin for dinner. The dining room is somber tonight. To the point where I think Herspeth comes out and he doesn't usually intervene in these sort of social situations, but given the dour mood after the day's gambling, Herspeth comes out and says, yes. It seems that the mood around here has dipped quite severely. That is not to the liking of our patron, who brought us all together for some friendly competition and spirited conversation. So, to lift the mood, there will be an event worth seeing should you make your way to the port or starboard decks in the next half an hour. I must go see to preparations now. And he leaves again, just with that little nugget.
Can I? So everyone's obviously sad because like everyone's doing bad.
Yeah.
I know that Bimble or whatever
Yeah.
keeps
Bimble
gambling-
Snatch.
Sure. Keeps gambling outside the game to get money.
Yeah.
I want to know if I get the vibe if anyone else is trying to do a heist.
Make?
What is there going to be because like there's criminals on board? You
Yes.
know?
Okay.
Like
Do you want to check everyone or a specific person. I'm not going to let you go like down the line, you know? You can either do like a group vibe check or one specific person.
I mean, I don't have any like specific suspects, so.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll insight for me.
5.
That's
It was on the 14 for so long.
damn.
I didn't
You
know.
can't tell. Nobody else seems to be.
Well,
I mean,
I
yeah.
can't tell, or I feel confident that no one else is heisting.
with a 5, you are confident no one is heisting.
Great. Good news,
Unfortunately,
everyone.
like if you were more in the like 9
Sure.
to 14 kind of range, you'd probably.
Well, great.
Yeah, you're like vibes. Good.
Good. Great. Well, I feel great then.
I think it is at this point that the older, I think probably a Goliath man, the lieutenant with Hagelforth, comes over to you, Cerberus, and places a gentle hand on your shoulder. He's probably a couple feet taller than you, and in a well-tailored suit that accents his muscles. And he says, if you'd be so kind as to step out onto the deck for a little conversation before everyone else moves out there, I'd appreciate it.
Conversation about what?
About the games and how they might have stolen our minds.
Oh,
Can my friends here come?
No, this is just you and I.
I don't know. I feel like my mind's still here pretty well.
He reaches his hand. It was on the outside of your shoulder. It comes up and like his thumb kind of wraps around your collarbone a little bit, and he squeezes.
Jesus
And
Christ.
he's like, "Let's head outside. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please."
Cerberus is
trying
like,
to-
oh. Cerberus is like, oh, that kind of feels good, actually. A wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
19.
He got a 23. So
God, what the fuck?
yeah. So he guides you outside, kind of separating you from the rest of the party, and takes you over to kind of sort of towards the back of the boat. It's a little bit louder out here. The wake is choppy. You get the feeling that people might not hear the conversation as much. And he leans you both kind of over the railing, and he says to you, "Overheard a very interesting conversation you and your compatriots were having at breakfast the other morning. Now, we're not here to take the treasure by any means that
there's
are winning the
no
game."
way we would plan the heist in public at breakfast.
You didn't play. Jake said specifically at breakfast, I asked everyone, do they want...
Yeah.
Kayla, I assumed your planning was back in the room, but the discussion of, hey, are we actually stealing this shit? Was
damn it.
Unfortunately in
Why would we do
Who could have done that? Who could have possibly started that conversation like that in public in front of these criminals?
And this guy says, now...
Which conversation? We have a lot of conversations at breakfast. We're very talkative.
I see. So it's going to be that way. I'll cut to the chase then, since you won't. The mountain breakers aren't here to win the prize. Hagelforth just needed to lay low for a little while. Some things he'd done went a little sour, and there was too much heat.
Mm-hmm.
We're not interested in the prize, but that doesn't mean we don't want to win.
All right.
So if you don't throw the game the next time we play, you may happen across some misfortune.
Oh.
Basically, he is trying to use the information that he knows that you are trying to steal the prize to blackmail you into, not winning.
Oh, you're talking about that conversation at breakfast. Yeah, that was like a whole like hypothetical thing. That's not actually something we really talked about. We were like, wouldn't it be funny if like, we stole all that, but like it's too complicated. There's much smarter criminals here like you guys,
Right. And here's the thing. Can I present to you a hypothetical?
I suppose.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
If you don't do worse than Hagelforth the next time you play cards, the guards may, hypothetically, of course, stumble upon you and a couple of your party members with some broken bones and a little anonymous tip about some thieving that might be happening. Hypothetically, of course.
Yeah. All right. So they're gonna believe some. Never mind.
That's the right call. You have a good night now, and slaps you on the back, definitely too hard, and like knocks the wind out of you.
Yeah. Can I push this guy off the boat?
To kind of get back inside. I mean, it wasn't gonna be that hard, but if you want to roll for it,
I just want to try.
make a dex saving throw, I guess.
Okay.
DC 14 to not fall off the boat.
Well, no. Can I push him off the boat? That's what I wanted.
Oh, you wanted to push him off the boat.
Oh my god! Why is Cerberus attempting
go ahead.
murder after?
So here's what it's gonna be. You make an athletics check, and that is going to set the DC for his dex save.
Okay.
Such a bad idea.
Yeah. What is it? A dex?
No, you're doing athletics.
Oh, athletics. 15.
All right, not bad. He has a +2 to dex.
Okay.
18.
Damn.
I think you try and push him, and there's more struggle than he expects. But eventually he does just kind of sweep your legs out from under you and using his hand just like boom, slam you to the ground.
Damn.
You take 1 bludgeoning damage.
1 bludgeoning damage.
Just a little bruise.
Okay.
And while you're prone, he walks away.
All right. I kind of just get up and dust myself off.
Okay. The night passes without incident.
Well, I bring it up to everybody.
Yeah.
Not in public.
Yes, you guys get back to your get back to your rooms. Well, here I'll switch back to the other map. You guys get back to your rooms. And so how do you guys react as Cerberus says, somebody knows we're stealing and tried to blackmail me?
Yeah. Granted, I did try to, I didn't take kindly to what he said to me, but that's a whole other issue. That's why I have this kind of bruise here. But yeah, he's trying to blackmail us.
Yeah. So he said they didn't want the trove, but they do want to win.
Yeah.
I can't imagine they'd be sad if they got the money. I think they're just saying they don't like to eat it.
It's like an ego thing.
Right.
Yeah. Could we try to work with them or just? If we could just keep stealing and still throw it. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. But what about I don't know. I feel like if I do pretty well at this, I don't just want to give up my integrity because some god just threatened me.
Yeah.
But if you don't lose, we're gonna get killed or thrown off the boat.
Right. Well, never mind. I look at Columbo and I'm like, what do you think I should do? I gotta consult the husband a little bit.
DM, what do you think I should do?
Columbo looks at you and goes,
I'm asking Columbo.
"Oh my God, babe, you're back! It's purple, the whole thing.
What thing?
I think you should go like, I don't know, take a cold shower or something."
Oh,
holy shit!
Did Cerberus turn to his husband and then immediately take his shirt off and turn around?
Yeah.
No, I think Columbo was there, like behind him, like kind of massaging your shoulders, taking care of you, and he like lifts up your shirt to see when you say bruise, and he's like stunned, like holy shit.
Oh, that's nothing.
It's only 1 point of damage.
Yeah, I sort of deserve that, but it's fine. Not for like talking about it in public, but just because I tried to like push him off the boat.
You did.
I don't know what came over me. He was threatening y'all, so I was like, okay, what if I just like, just if he slips, with the help of my hands, And he's still alive. I didn't.
He was how much bigger than you?
Yeah. That's why I didn't do it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Listen, I don't know. I mean, you.
Yeah.
Cerberus,
you're
a man of honor.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, it's part of the reason I love you so much. You have integrity.
Yeah. But what if I think integrity kind of, if my friends are gonna get murdered, I feel like I can give a little bit of that up. I mean, Kira, Dorian, when you agree.
I would love to get murdered.
I will say I prefer not to die, but maybe we can think a way through this because I also think it would be cool if you won.
Yeah.
I mean,
see, that's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you guys this: the threat was that you would be roughed up and ratted out to the guards.
Yeah, but that would get us kicked off the boat, which we also wouldn't want.
I mean,
yeah, then we get kicked off the boat.
And then I will say you have seen with Hagelforth there is the lieutenant and 3 thugs.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 4 of them.
I feel like we could take them. That's why I'm,
Not without our magic or our items, though.
Bert, did you see where the magic items were stored when he went downstairs with that friend of ours?
I don't think I did, right, Perry?
You did not.
Yeah.
Did he have any like weapons you could use?
And there's some broomsticks and some empty bags of grain.
Oh.
There probably wouldn't be any reason on their part to work with us, right? Because like if they don't want the money, we could be like, oh, we'll make sure you win. Just give us the money. But like they hate us. So
yeah, they're not. I mean, I will say this: Hagelforth did seem amicable towards Bert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
both being from Damarum, speaking about the the mayoral race, the unions, etc. So, there may be some goodwill there, but I think the leap to they will give us the money because we let them win is tough.
Yeah.
But what if they did, though?
Pretty cool.
I mean, that'd be sick as hell if they did.
Yeah.
But I don't think they would.
Damn.
Just to kind of let you peek behind the curtain there. Probably not.
Okay. Well, worth a thought,
Yeah. So, what is the plan?
That's such a good question.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you have a day to figure it out because this night leads you into the break.
Okay.
So is there anything you want to try and deal with before the imminent threat of harm?
I still feel like we want to do the scouting. I don't know.
Right.
What? I don't feel like we have a great anti-harm plan yet, but we might just have to deal with that.
Yeah.
You might just have to take some harm and escape.
I really don't want to get kicked off the boat, though.
I mean, the boat has not made any stops yet, so you'll probably just get like tossed in the bridge.
What if we make an anonymous tip but if there's a tip that there's going to be a heist, they're going to extra guard the thing.
They're going to like actually be.
But what if we don't say it's a heist though? What if we tell them they did some other bad shit?
Like what?
I guess what's that lead to?
Them getting kicked off the boat.
They can't just get. I'd assume there'd be some kind of investigation. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's not like they could bring more guards though. You know.
Well, there is a shortage.
True.
All right. Let's do this for now. Let's have a little scouting mission with Cerberus.
Okay.
We're kind of coming up to the end of the time, so I think what we can do is Cerberus, you can scout, get some information. We'll call it for today, and you guys can sort of ruminate on where you want to go from here. Now that there's a couple things in your way, you'll have some more information about the heist. How's that?
Yeah. Sure.
Great. Okay. Cerberus, I'm going to need a stealth check to get through the kitchen. You will have advantage because you are a fly.
Okay. A ladybug.
A ladybug, yes. Forgive me.
So you need just a roll.
Use the hawk statistics.
Oh, sorry. I closed that tab by accident. Okay, and then what kind of roll is it?
Stealth. So it'll be add dexterity.
18.
Okay. With an 18, you easily sneak down through the first storage room into the hallway there.
Yeah.
So you can. Where do you want to go? I'll tell you this: you can very quickly, and we'll let that 18 ride until you kind of get through a door that's closed. See the engine room, both large storage rooms, including a few of the guards seeming in deep conversation in the secret gym, and the crew quarters.
How much am I able to do?
I mean, how long does Wild Shape last?
Fucking hour, I think. Yeah.
You have an hour's worth of stuff to investigate.
Okay.
I think it's going to depend on how closely you are looking at each room, kind of a thing, you know?
Yeah, right. I can say 3 hours.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. I mean, you have time.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna like listen to like the guard conversation because I don't want to like miss that, you know.
Okay. You hover around. Give me a perception check.
I don't want to like fly away and come back and they're talking about fucking like protein shakes or something like that, you know.
Right.
Perception check.
Yes.
So is that wisdom?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait. Perception plus 4. 12.
Nice. Yeah, so like you guys have to be cool about this. But I was reading this pamphlet that Bert gave me. And like if we all agree, we don't have to like work like this. Like it could be we could have made them give us more people if we had all just like gone to the gym and got our pump on at the same time and been like, wait a minute. There's not enough people here pumping iron to cover this job. We could have gone to the gym and gotten more people. And it's just kind of going on, and they're like,
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the gist of what you hear.
Okay, I'm gonna buzz away then.
Okay.
They haven't like mentioned where our like weapons would be stored, right?
They said the armory.
Armory. Okay, I will check there next.
Okay. You through a crack.
Do I
in the
notice
wall.
like what kind of door it is? Like
to this one is just kind of a standard, like thick, heavy wooden door.
okay.
You see in this room a table with 3 guards just kind of sitting, playing cards over to your left. So at the top there, you see directly in front of you a huge, ornate vault door.
Right.
That is locked. And over to your right, you see a plethora of weapons, armor, a dummy, like up for training. Nobody seems to be using it right now, but you do see one of the racks is kind of pushed to the back and off limits from the guards. And this is just where everyone's weapons and items are stored. They wanted it under, direct supervision at all times so that nobody could easily yoink their stuff.
You can't unwild shape and then re-wild shape, can you?
So use like
You get,
another
like
instance.
a couple a day.
I have 2 of them I could use.
So he could do that once, Kayla.
And
So
then
I'm
short
wondering,
rest.
like, because when you wild shape, like, you keep all your clothes and, like, everything. Because, like, if you just...
Grab everyone's shit.
Yeah.
Okay, like, right, though? Like,
Interesting.
it's not like
Well,
we have so much stuff that he
Yeah.
couldn't, as a person, carry it. Then he wild shapes back into a ladybug.
Will that like shrink stuff down to like scale though?
It like magically disappears.
Okay.
So, like...
I will say you could carry 1 item of each person's.
Okay. Okay.
Or he could steal the bag of holding, which is in here, and put all of our weapons in it.
I cannot stress enough how directly in the guard's line of sight.
Yeah, that's what I...
Wait, there's a guard in here?
There's like
There are
3
3
guards.
guards in here.
Oh.
Well,
that ruins everything.
is there like...
Would have been a good one, huh, though?
Yeah, well...
Yeah.
Is there's like nothing I could like...
What if...
There's like nothing I could do to like distract them, right? Like I can't just like...
I mean, what could a ladybug do to distract someone?
Right. Try to like get in their face.
If you
want, yeah.
Or you could cause a distraction outside with the other guards and make these guards go out there, and then you come back.
Yeah, but I don't know what I could fucking do as a ladybug though.
Kill someone.
What is your end goal of the distraction? You want to be able to like get the bag of holding and stuff?
I want to be able to distract them enough that I could like turn back into Cerberus, grab the shit, and then turn back into whatever kind of creature.
Okay.
So you need them like out of the room.
Yeah, basically. Because I can't fucking... Maybe I should have been a fucking mouse this whole time. Let me see, because I can't cast any other spells, right?
Correct. You would have surrendered your focus.
Well, he can cast non-concentration spells.
He can like wild shape and stuff, but
Not as like a bug though. I can't like
Why not?
fucking...
correct. In your wild
Cast
shape, you cannot
spells
cast spells.
as well.
So I think spells. What it is wild shape does not break concentration, but you cannot cast while you are in
I see.
wild shape.
There's no other like room I could fly into, right? That could like lure them somewhere.
So looking around, you can tell pretty, like just from a glance without a roll, which you're welcome to roll if you'd like. You're not going to get into the vault, and
Right.
You could pretty. I mean, the door to the barracks room.
Yeah, because my thought is
it's pretty
to,
cracked
like,
open.
My thought
like, you
is
could
to
get
like get into the barracks, turn back into Cerberus, and like cause a fucking distraction in there somehow by like casting a spell, and then as they rush back in there, I like turn back into like.
Yeah, but then you can't grab the
Right,
stuff.
exactly.
Could you cause? How strong is a ladybug? Could you like knock some shit over as a ladybug?
I doubt it.
All you need to do is make some amount of noise, right?
Right.
Like,
What are you gonna do? Here? I'll tell you what. You can as you're kind of thinking about it. Nope. God damn it. There it is. You buzz into the barracks and see it has a couple more tables and 10 beds. You see the captain is asleep in here, but nobody else is.
Is there anybody like on patrol in like the hallway? Like if I
No, not down here. The only
like
active patrol is upstairs.
Okay. Because my other thought is that I do the distraction of the barracks, lure them in there, turn back into Bug, and then like grab the stuff and then just fucking book it, you know?
grab the stuff as a bug?
No, as Cerberus. Oh. And then just book it down the hallway as Cerberus. Is there any place I could like hide in the fucking guard room and armory and like take a short rest in between?
No, certainly not in this room. You could probably find somewhere to hide in B3 there, that storage area. It would be risky in B2 because that's where the secret gym is.
Sure.
And the crew quarters, you saw there are like some crew members chilling in there.
Okay.
So you would have to grab the shit.
Yeah.
Run all the way down the hall with them chasing you. Hope they don't see where you go.
Right.
And hide.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What'll it be?
I'm just looking at what kind of spells I have to make sure I could like cause a significant enough distraction.
Right. It's times like these that it is especially tough to be a DM.
Yeah.
When like I have ideas for things you guys could do.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be like giving away the keys to the kingdom, you know?
Right.
I feel like there's something you could do as a bug to make sounds in their room.
I wish I could make my horse show up.
That'd be sick. Actually.
That'd be really funny.
I mean,
where'd this fucking horse come from?
What if you flew up the captain's nose?
That would be funny.
I'm being so serious right now.
Yeah.
You'd like wake up screaming, right?
Okay.
That'd be really funny.
And then they'd be like, "Oh no, our papa!"
Like, okay, okay, that's a fun idea. Actually, I might just do that.
Okay.
You could just fly up someone.
So is he like? Is the captain like sleeping in the barracks, or can I do it to one of the guys?
I mean, the captain is sleeping in the barracks. You could also do it to one of the guys at the table if you wanted.
Okay. Well, I feel like if I do it to the guys at the table, they're just gonna like stay in here, you know.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna solve. They're not gonna.
There's no reason they would leave.
Yeah, they're not gonna go into another room to like solve this problem, you know.
Right. I mean, I think honestly, the captain is maybe your best bet to get.
What if I did like the fucking Ant-Man thing and flew up and just turned into Cerberus inside one of them?
Jake,
no, don't do that.
I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry.
There's only one way to find out.
I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna try to fly into the barracks and fly up the captain's nose. I think that'll be good.
Okay. I think what happens here is you're not going to have to make any sort of check to get in there.
Actually, do you think flying up his ear is worse or flying up his nose is worse?
For me, ear would be way
ear.
worse.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like an ear might be worse.
I would be more upset if a bug went in my nose.
Here's the thing about nose.
Yeah, nose.
I can immediately and quickly get something out of my nose by just exhaling very powerfully.
Yeah, but
If
you can
something is
easily
in
get
my
it
ear-
much deeper.
You can't get that out of there.
There's a
First of all-
mucous membrane in my nose. That's what I
First of
care
all,
about.
yes, you can. I can get something out of my ear because you can't get like there's something to stop it. It's not even, like if it gets in my ear, it's
Yeah.
not going to get in my body. If it gets in the nose, it could be anywhere in my body.
Sure. All right, the group is voting for nose, so I'm gonna go for nose.
Okay, all right, nose it is. You get in there and it's just
It must be real loud in there, huh?
Yeah.
it's pretty deafening. But eventually, what really deafens you is just ah! No. Like smashing his nose. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh
Okay.
my god, it's like Max going in the dragon, but now you're just in a man.
A dex, you said?
Yeah,
11.
that's gonna be tough. You are
Yeah.
unable to avoid
Oh,
the
God.
smacking, and
wait, what
as
did you do? Wait.
as you fly just outside of his nose, how many hit points do you have?
Oh.
As the bug?
As the bug.
No, actually, this is bad.
Wait, what?
How many hit points do you have? What does it say in your stat block?
At the part that says hit points, right?
Yes.
Oh no.
1.
Okay, so here's what's tough is he only does 2 damage with this unarmed strike. But he goes and as your fly body careens towards the wall, Cerberus, you take the extra damage. So you're down 1 hit point. And you just boom, slam into the wall.
Okay, just turn back into a bug really fast, though. Just like really
You
fast.
crumple onto him, and he's like scrambling about, like, "What? This can't be happening! What?
Just really
Guards,
fast.
get in here!"
Bug again! Bug!
And
Okay.
all 3 guards burst through the door.
I'm gonna turn into a fucking bug again.
Okay, you immediately wild shape. I'm going to need a stealth check with disadvantage
Oh,
because
Okay, imagine how
they
funny this
all
is gonna
watched
be.
that happen.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Your hallucination.
No, they didn't. So what? As a bug, what would that be? Dex or would that be?
Yes.
Okay.
As a
As a
bug.
bug.
So as a bug.
17.
With disadvantage?
Oh, sorry.
Jake!
Yeah, I rolled 2 17s.
Fuck, nice.
Fuck yes.
Bug.
Wow.
Bug.
You disappear from view, and the guards hurry in, and as you escape, they kind of help their captain too, and he's like, "Look around. He's a wee little bug. He can't have gotten far." And they begin to search the barracks. You have seconds. You can grab the bag of holding if you want to transform into Cerberus and grab shit.
Yeah.
I think you have time to grab the bag of holding in 1 other item
Okay.
and get a clean getaway. Anything else is going to be risky.
Yeah. What's the thing that Kayla needs to cast spells with?
Her trident.
Okay. Let's go back to before I turned into the bug the first time, and I consult with the group. I'm like, okay, hypothetically, I was in a situation where he grabs stuff. What's the most important thing? Like, I know about the.
So what is everyone missing?
I'm missing my gun.
Okay.
Man, that's a good one.
It's funny every time.
I don't
Every
need
time.
anything to cast spells, so like I don't need anything.
Yeah, I don't
Max, what are
strictly
you
need
missing?
anything. I don't strictly need anything either.
I have my like.
Because they left my hammer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like, a weapon hammer.
Okay.
Yeah, I can also cast spells without my my gun. Like I don't need it.
But like, also,
yeah.
how long it would take me?
Yeah,
too long to
I do
grab the
think
gun.
probably everyone else was able to like
Yeah.
sneak your focus in there,
Must
but
be
Kirog,
nice.
yours was
Yeah.
literally a weapon.
Okay. It would take me too long to grab the gun, right?
I mean, if you want to leave the trident behind, sure.
No, just grab the trident.
No, I'm gonna grab the trident.
Okay, you grab the bag of holding and look for the familiar handle of Kirog's trident, but you don't see it.
Oh.
Kurt goes, you can take one thing. Ah! Just kidding. Psych.
I'm like scrambling
Make
around.
make a perception check or make investigation with disadvantage here, because this is just a quick like you're panicking.
Oh, God. This is as Cerberus now.
Yes,
so.
this is Cerberus stats.
Okay.
Bugs.
Well. Okay, I got a 4. So.
With a 4, I think you see, like a short sword, and you're like, good enough.
Fuck it.
Get something.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
You're able to run.
Yeah.
You have the bag holding. You have a short sword.
Book it out of the room.
Yep. How far are you going?
I want to try to get to the storage. The B3.
Yeah, you are able to get to the storage. I'm gonna need a stealth check to hide.
Okay. Uh, 16.
Okay, pretty good. About a minute afterwards,
Oh, no.
2 guards burst in and begin to search.
Oh, God.
Are they gym ones?
They are not, however, they do not uncover your hiding spot.
Oh, God.
What do you remember? You got a 16 when you were listening to the Gym Bros earlier, correct?
I think so.
Okay. When you were, listening and watching them as they spoke, there was a strange glimmer poking out of one of the bags. And it was weird. It was just between the two. All you saw was a metal rod.
Oh.
Like split on one end.
Uh-huh.
And was just kind of poking out a little.
Uh-huh. That's interesting.
I think you certainly have enough time when you are hiding for an hour to kind of think about everything, and you remember that and remember that the trident was gone. And you're like, oh, he took this long, strong metal rod to help build his gym.
Yeah.
So, an hour passes. You are able to wild shape again. You snuck through the kitchen before. I think you're able to sneak out again. However, as you arrive in the dining room, you see, rather begrudgingly, all the other guests, including your party members, have been gathered in front of the captain of the guard and Hurst. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
So, thank you all for joining us. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Works exactly.
Bye.